Hello, everybody. Welcome to my quarter 1 and January setup. Here I am just doing a simple cover page. This is what I usually do, just kind of a clean space to mark the beginning of things on the left. And then on the right, I'm going to do a little quarterly calendar to help set up my marketing plans for my social media. I really want it to be simple, kind of a brainstorming place where I can put down colors for themes and kind of structure how I'm going to record and break up my content. So, as you see, this can be really simple, hopefully, really clean. I do mess up at one point, you'll see in my flip through, and I have to cover things up and whatnot. But you don't see me doing the coloring part because, frankly, later, when I'm setting this up in my monthly, I changed some things. So lots of conversations I've been having with ChatGPT and just general internet researching that has made me like shift gears just a little bit in this one. But I really like this setup. It's the first time I've tried it like this specifically, and I think it's going to work pretty well for me. So we'll see in quarter 2 if this worked and if I will keep doing it. I like to give multiple tries to a spread before I just give up on it. So, especially when I feel like this one. You'll see this next page is kind of my quarterly goals via project base. It's kind of like, I don't fill this out, but just like the main things that I want to get done to progress in each one of these goals. Some of them I want to be just this quarter, and some of them are going to be ongoing throughout the whole year. So we'll see what I put on there. I really don't know yet. But on the other side, you can see I'm making a quarter at a glance. And this is just for like my freelancing and my launch schedule. I like to know when I need to have things up by, if there's any important dates, workflow wise, that's going to go over here. And then I always have a blank page between months and between my quarter and my month. So I like to put something different there each month. This one, I'm going to be learning how to batch my social posts. So you'll see in my flip through that I actually have a plan for those. And because I fill this out after I fill out my quarterly plan, this is why my monthly one's going to look a little bit differently than how my quarterly set up for January ended up. This one as well. So this is my social media planning tracker page. The more specific, what I want to post every day. This is what I've been using that hasn't really been working for my author stuff, my author, my business, and that kind of thing. So the one on the left is going to change here in a minute. I'm going to put a new page over this, but the one on the right I'm going to keep because this does work for my freelancing. So for the bookish stuff, I do the social media, I do newsletters, and so it's nice to keep track of what goes when and to be able to check things off to make sure I know I'm posting at a certain time. I do batch a lot of my posts for this weekly, and it works really well for that, and I've been consistent with that, and that works. My writer stuff, the Costanza and the Lishki do not work for this because I have different ideas that need to go in different places. Plus, I also have my planner stuff, so I don't have enough space for all of them, as well as like my newsletters and all that other stuff with my social posts on this 2 section page. So what I come up with here in a bit is kind of like a 4. I have 4 things that I'm going to plan, as you can see my extra page here. I originally was trying to post something like different every day of the week, which was just ridiculous. And I planned this out on Canva on my calendar originally. And then I came back and I'm like, that's too much work. It's just too much and it's not doable. So let's revise again. So I have 5 days a week. I chopped off the weekends off this calendar, and I'm going to color code YouTube as my most important, and then my one author Instagram, my other author Instagram, and my planner Instagram, and Facebook. I have Facebook for all of them too. You can see that it looks a little bit more manageable. It still looks like a lot, but there's a lot of repeating things that are going to go across the social medias, and that's my plan. That's why batch creating of posts is going to be really, really important for me, which already I have not been caught up on. As you can see, it's January and I'm behind because this one should have gone up on the 1st, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, here's just my January TBR. I played my TBR game. I have the extra section is for my challenges that I have in my reading journal. So Really simple stuff there. And now we are just going into my first week of January. This is my very standard. I've been using this for quite a few months. I had something similar to this at the beginning of 2023, and it changed a couple times, and this is the iteration that seems to be working the best. I used to do the Alistar method on the left side, where it was just a list of tasks, and I would check them off as I went, and things would get lost. I just can't do that. I need to be able to pull them off my list and put them on a day and check them off of my day before I go check them off my list in order to know for sure that I did the thing. Plus, I like having my appointments and stuff written in my thing. Anyways, so we're going to flip through this in a second. You're going to see kind of what this looks like, because I didn't do my flip through until after I'd filled a lot of this out, like today. So essentially, the last thing I really, really want to ask is, do you guys use the same spreads over and over and over again for each week, for each month, for each quarter, or do you like to change them up in variety? I'm simple, and so I like to use the same thing if it works over and over and over again. That's part of minimalism. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!